Good evening, my dear students. Now we come to the next session of Unit 2 Solutions. We had already discussed certain important topics and introductory definitions of certain important terms of concentration, which are also known as concentration terms, in the last class, which we had conducted online. Okay. Now there are certain problems that students are facing in the online session because the data pack that they are having, it gets exhausted and students are not able to continue with the online session, and hence they have to leave midway. That's why I have thought of uploading the video so that you can watch at your own convenience. Now let me tell you, at the end of July, we are having test. It is a mandatory test. It is sort of unit test. So start preparing what has been taught to you. The papers will be prepared and will be sent to you on the Google Classroom. Clear? So start preparing for it seriously. Whatever things I am teaching right now will come in the test. So take it seriously. And maybe it may happen that this all test marks will be counted for your boards. So don't take things lightly. Let us come back to our class session. Ideal solutions. I had just started with the introduction. It obeys Raoult's law. What are ideal solutions? Ideal solutions are those which obeys Raoult's law. Now delta H mixing will be equal to 0 and delta V mixing is also equal to 0 in that case. It is rarely found. Suppose you have it a solute and solvent. AA is a solute and BB is the solvent. If they are mixed, intermolecular attractive force between AA, BB and AB would be the same. Intermolecular attractive force is the interaction between the particles of solute solvent and that of solute and solvent would be the same. Example is N-hexane and N-heptane. So mixture of N-hexane and N-heptane normally at certain condition will show ideal behavior. So they are known as ideal solutions. But not at all conditions of temperature and pressure. When the condition will change, naturally they may not behave. It depends on the condition. Okay. Another example is bromoethane and chloroethane, benzene and toluene. Okay, etc. Toluene. U is not there. People say toluene. It is not toluene or something like that. It is toluene. Okay, U is silent. Non-ideal solutions do not obey Raoult's law. Vapor pressure of such solution is generally higher. Here what it is written, okay, and what is this is contradictory to what is written here. Vapor pressure of such solution is generally higher or lower than that predicted by, so higher or lower than predicted by Raoult's law. Higher vapor pressure, it will be a positive deviation. Clear? So ethanol plus acetone or carbon disulfide plus acetone mixture will always show positive deviation and they are non-ideal solutions. Here the interaction between solute and solvent will be far greater than that of AB. Hence there is positive deviation. So as there is positive deviation, naturally the vapor pressure has to increase. Lower vapor pressure, negative deviation, the vapor pressure has to come down. Why? Because the interaction of AB, that is interaction of solute and solvent, is more. तो जब solute और solvent के बीच में interaction ज़्यादा होगा, AB का attractive force ज़्यादा होगा, तो naturally vapor pressure कम हो जाएगा. आप समझे? Say for example, I had water and I am adding a solute which has more interaction than with the water, or better sort of attractive force is there, and they come close to each other, then escaping tendency of water will be less. So in that case vapor pressure of the water will decrease. While in this case you have, say for example, petrol. In petrol you try to add a more volatile solute, then the interaction between that two liquids will be the least. Clear? So in that case AA and BB interaction would be more, and hence in that case positive deviation will be there, vapor pressure will increase. Here they have given the example of decrease of the vapor pressure. See, you have taken the example of for lower vapor pressure, that is negative deviation. Example is phenol plus aniline, chloroform plus acetone. For higher vapor pressure, positive deviation. Example is carbon disulfide acetone or ethanol or acetone. Ethanol plus acetone. Either ethanol plus acetone or carbon disulfide and acetone. Example of this, chloroform and acetone. You see, chloroform, this is acetone and this is chloroform. Now here there is formation of a hydrogen bond. Now because of that, what happens, the vapor pressure interaction between AB is more compared to that of AA and BB, B-B and A-A. This is solute, this is solvent. Either way you can consider. So because of that, what happened, because of this interaction, this AB interactive force is more than that of AA and BB, the vapor pressure is decreasing. Now we come to azeotrophs. What are azeotrophs? They are constant boiling mixture. Cannot be separated by fractional distillation. Constant boiling mixture which cannot be separated by fractional distillation process is known as azeotroph. That's why in short we say constant boiling mixture. Now azeotrophs, minimum boiling azeotrophs, maximum boiling azeotrophs. Minimum boiling azeotrophs can be further be defined by large positive deviation from Raoult's law. Example of that is ethanol plus water. Maximum boiling azeotrophs, when elaborated, you will have large negative deviation from Raoult's law. Here positive deviation from Raoult's law. This is negative deviation from Raoult's law. Okay, so that has to be lower vapor pressure and this one has to be higher vapor pressure. So example of that is 68% HNO3 plus 32% HNO3. So that is maximum boiling azeotroph. And this is ethanol plus water, that is a large positive deviation, minimum boiling azeotroph. So naturally when you have fermentation of sugar, you naturally get ethanol. Now that ethanol, if you do fractional distillation, you will get the purity of 95%. Okay, only 95% ethanol will be there. Barabar. And that 5% of other substance, that is ethanol plus water mixture, will be there. So this cannot be separated by even fractional distillation. Clear? So they are known as constant boiling mixture. Clear? Now next we come to colligative properties. Colligative properties mein aata hai properties which depend on number of solid particles irrespective of their nature relative to the total number of particles present in solution. Co matlab together, ligare matlab to bind in Greek or Latin. Clear? Relative lowering of vapor pressure mein we have the equation P1 is equal to x1 into P1 naught. P1 naught is the vapor pressure of pure substance, pure component. X1 is the mole fraction of that component and P1 is the pressure, vapor pressure. Now change in vapor pressure will be equal to P1 naught minus P1. P1 naught is that of pure component and P1 is the vapor pressure of the component. This is 100% pure. So P1 naught minus P1, we know x1 into P1 naught, we substitute this value here. Now take P1 naught common. तो आपको मिलेगा 1 minus x1. Clear? Now we know 1 minus x1 is nothing but x2. आपको पता है मोल फ्रैक्शन है, बराबर. So component 2 का मोल फ्रैक्शन is nothing but 1 minus mole fraction of component 1. Clear? Because we have already learned sum of the components of any substance in a mixture will be always equal to 1. बराबर. So P1 naught into x, ये आपका equation 1 हो गया. Now delta P1 is equal to P1 naught into x2, P1 naught into x2. This is equation number 2. Equation 2 can be written as delta P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to x2. So x2, if you see, is nothing but P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught or divided by this. बराबर. P1 naught minus P1, इसको इसके नीचे ले लो और x2 को रखो तो ये इक्वेशन आपको मिलेगा. This is your equation number 3. Now relative lowering of vapor pressure which is equal to the mole fraction of solute, that is the definition of Raoult's law. Relative lowering of vapor pressure which is equal to the mole fraction of solute. Now this equation 3 can be written as P1 naught minus P1 by P1 naught is equal to, now this is mole fraction, that this has to be the mole fraction of component 2. Now normally component 2 is always solute, component 1 is solvent. So here this will be the mole fraction of solute. So it will be N2 by N1 plus N2, where N1 equals to number of moles of solvent, and N2 is number of moles of solute, as I said. Always 2, remember it is solute. Always solvent, which is in larger amount is the solvent, and that will be 1. And which is in lesser amount is the solute, that is 2. This is just for your reference to remember. So N1 is equal to number of moles of solvent. Again I repeat, N2 is equal to number of moles of solute. So N2 by N1 plus N2. Now this Raoult's law is normally applicable for a dilute solution. So in that case, number of moles N2 will be very small compared to N1. Because N1 is that of number of moles of solvent. And N2 is number of moles of solute, which is very less because it is a very dilute solution. So in that case, this equation will turn out to be P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to N2 by N1. ये जो आपका N2 है वो निकल गया in comparison to N1, क्योंकि N1 बहुत बड़ा है. So you will get N2 by N1. That is equal to, अभी N2 क्या है? Number of moles of solute. तो उसका क्या वैल्यू है? हमको पता है number of moles is equal to mass by molar mass. तो ये W2 by N2 किया. N1 का वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे तो क्या होगा? W1 by M1. तो W1 by M1 है तो ऊपर चले जाएगा. तो that will be M1 by W1. इनवर्स हो गया. W1 and M1 mass of solvent. W1 molar mass या molecular weight of solvent. W2 is mass of solute and M2 is molecular mass of solute. Clear? W2 is mass of solute and M2 is molecular mass of solute. So this is the story of your Raoult's law, which will be used in the numericals, which I will discuss together. I will discuss all the numericals together because that will have better understanding. Because we have got space constraint, time constraint, mobile data constraint. For the students, I have no constraint. Clear? So take care. Elevation of boiling point. Now when you talk about elevation of boiling point, आपने देखा होगा कि say for example, you are nowadays using water because now corona virus is playing havoc everywhere. So people are using this lemon juice to drink so that they get vitamin C, and they are using, it is always advisable that when you wake up early in the morning and when you go to sleep at night, you should gargle. You can gargle using turmeric and salt. Salt is the best, because salt solution will clear if there is any microorganisms there in your throat, any virus, any bacteria there in your throat, then this gargling using the salt solution will clear that area and may disinfect it to some extent. तो अभी elevation of boiling point की बात करते हैं. When you are adding salt into the water, the boiling point of water increases. See, water boils at 373.15 Kelvin, that is 100 degrees Celsius. तब वेपर प्रेशर है 1.013 बार. 1 मोल ऑफ सुक्रोज, यूरिया, ग्लूकोज आप 1000 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर में डालते हो. ना 1 मोल ऑफ सुक्रोज मतलब उसका मॉलिक्यूलर वेट. द मॉलिक्यूलर वेट फॉर्मूला क्या है सुक्रोज का? C12H22O11. उसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास है 342 ग्राम पर मोल. यूरिया NH2CONH2 इज अ मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला. तो इसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास कितना होगा? 60 ग्राम पर मोल. ग्लूकोज C6H12O6 इज द मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला ऑफ ग्लूकोज. इसका मॉलिक्यूलर वेट कितना होगा? इट वुड बी 180 ग्राम पर मोल. तो मॉलिक्यूलर मास सबका अलग अलग है, बट इट इज 1 मोल इन 1000 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर. सो दैट इज अगेन मोलालिटी डेफिनेशन कमिंग इन. मोल, ग्राम मोल weight of substance, mass of substance dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. So 1 kg is nothing but 1000 gram of water. Now if you add this all into this, means either this or not all together. Either you add 1 mole of sucrose, or that's why I put a slash so that there is no confusion, urea or glucose in 1000 gram of water, then it will boil at 373.52. So you can see 373.15 was the normal for the pure water. Now it has increased to 373.52. 373.15 Kelvin से बड़ा कितना? 373.52 Kelvin. So जो difference है, that is known as elevation of boiling point at 1 atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure तो external है, that is always going to remain constant. Now we have got this particular बराबर setup, okay, a figure to show you what happens. Now this is vapor pressure versus temperature. Clear? So isotherm one way if you say, so I will just take out the book. So this is vapor pressure curve for solution. Okay. The diagram shows delta TB denotes the elevation of boiling point of a solvent in solution. So vapor pressure curve. Now here you have your vapor pressure curve. Clear? For solvent in solution. Vapor pressure versus temperature. This is 1 atmospheric pressure. The boiling point of the solvent is increasing. The boiling point of the solution is also increasing. This is solvent and this is solution. You can see TB naught has to be not the boiling point for solvent. TB is the boiling point of the solution. Clear? That is more. Now delta TB, the elevation in the boiling point is TB minus TB naught. Because the boiling point of solvent is how much? 373.15. But when you are adding this, the increase in the boiling point found is 373.52. So this has to be a colligative property. Colligative properties are those properties which depend upon the number of the particles. That you should always remember. Colligative properties are those properties which depend upon the number of particles. That is solid particles normally in the solvent. So here, if you see delta TB, that is here, that is the elevation in boiling point, is equal to TB. TB matlab kya? Boiling point of solution. TB naught matlab it is boiling point of solvent. So here we say for dilute solution, elevation in boiling point is directly proportional to molality. Molality, I said, definition is gram mass weight of gram mole mass of substance dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. So that is directly proportional to M. अभी ये proportionality हटाने के लिए we will have Kb. What is Kb? Molar elevation constant, ebullioscopic constant, boiling point elevation constant. Any of this you can use. All are the same. बराबर? Either this, or I will not write more. Just put it slash here like this so that there is no confusion. Clear? This एक ही है, molar elevation constant, ebullioscopic constant, boiling point elevation constant. Unit है kg, Kelvin into kg per mole. Now we come to delta TB is equal to Kb into Mi. We substitute the value of M. It is a formula of molality. So 1000 into W2. W2 has to be the mass of solute. M2 has to be the molecular weight of solute into W1. W1 is the mass of solvent. Now you can calculate the molar mass of solute. How? You take M2 here and delta TB brought down. So you can calculate the molecular weight of solute in the numericals. Okay. Now comes osmosis and osmotic pressure. Osmotic. I have to make the correction. Osmotic. Osmotic. Okay. Osmotic pressure. Okay. First and foremost. Okay. SPM है. तो ये आपको देखने जैसा है कि nowadays again people have started eating more of black raisins. Black raisins means of dried grapes, black color का, क्योंकि उसके अंदर iron होता है, बराबर. And iron is very much required for you because you will have enough number of red blood cells. Because for the formation of red blood cells, you require enough amount of iron in your body. If you are anemic, that is deficiency of iron is there, naturally you may have anemia, and the oxygen carrying capacity of the red blood cells will come down, which contains hemoglobin, which is a protein complex. Now here, when you put dried grapes into water, you keep it overnight normally. You keep it at night. Morning, if you see that the dried grapes will swell. क्यों होता है? Because the water from the vessel in which you have stored, from that vessel, the water will flow into the dried grapes. Now, how that will travel? Through the skin of the grape. So the skin of the grape will act as semi-permeable membrane, SPM, semi-permeable membrane. So osmosis क्या हुआ? Osmosis is a process or a phenomenon in which solvent particles will travel from lower concentration to higher concentration. Vessel के अंदर concentration कम था, while in the case of raisins that was dried, concentration is more. So from lower concentration, the solvent particle will travel to higher concentration. Clear? So that is the understanding of osmosis. And osmosis is found everywhere. If you have dried carrots, you put it, like say for example, what actually happens, you are making Maggi noodles. Now we have got Maggi vegetable atta noodles. When you are using that, you have green peas are the dried ones. Barabar? Now when you are adding it into the water and you are boiling, what happens? The water enters, because they are all desiccated coconut powder. When you see, if you add in water, you add water into a desiccated coconut powder, it swells. इसमें से आप coconut juice भी निकाल सकते हैं. Clear? You have got desiccated onion powders, desiccated garlic powder. ये सब dried form में है. If you have dried carrots also even in these noodles. So these dried carrots, when you put in water, they swell. Clear? So same way, like for example, especially in Gujarat, small children are given bath. So they use kesudo flower. Kesudo is an orange color flower that is normally found in summer season. Dried flowers are available in the market, which normally people use to take bath. I mean, they put the water, it is a flower, it is dried. When you put it in water, this flower, which is dried one, comes back to its original form. Okay, and the water also will be saffron in color, and you can use that water to take bath, which has medicinal properties. So here, when I talk about osmosis, my dear students, when you talk about the book, this is the book where solvent is there and the solution is there. Suppose in this solution I take sodium chloride solution is there. So solvent particle now will travel from here to the sodium chloride or sugar solution. अब sugar solution लो, salt solution लो, concentrate one, तो ये इसके अंदर हमने लिया है, बराबर. So pi is equal to h into rho into g. Now solvent is that the solvent will travel from here through this semi-permeable membrane inside. Okay, so that what you observe is known as the process of osmosis. Now here we come to osmotic pressure. Now there is two vessels here and a semi-permeable membrane is kept. This is solution and this is solvent. Now you apply a pressure more than the osmotic, excess of pressure, barabar. Pressure P atmosphere plus pi, extra pressure that is applied here. So this osmosis which is occurring, how is this osmosis occurring? The solvent particle is traveling from right hand side, that is from this side to this side through this semi-permeable membrane. See, osmosis is going on. Now you apply a extra pressure from this side, because of which the traveling of the solvent particles from here to here stops. That pressure is known as osmotic pressure. Clear? Solution, solvent. Now when you come to the formula, osmotic pressure is given by symbol pi. Pi is equal to CRT. C is concentration, R is gas constant, T is temperature. C is the concentration, C is the temperature. So we can say these two being constant at a particular point, it is directly proportional to the concentration. Clear? Now you can write again this equation, pi is equal to N2 by V. N2 is the number of moles of solute. N2 by V, because it is concentration, R is gas constant, T is temperature. Again we substitute V is taken here, pi into V is equal to W2 by M2, because number of moles is mass by molar mass. तो substitute किया into RT, V को ऊपर ले लिया. अभी आपको मिलेगा M2 is equal to W2 RT by pi V. Agar if you have to calculate the molecular weight, pi V will go to the denominator. Okay. Now, when you talk about solutions, solutions are isotonic, hypertonic, hypotonic. Now, hypertonic matlab osmotic pressure is more. Hypotonic matlab osmotic pressure is less. So what happens? I will just say the example. Say for example, hypertonic solution. Now, if you try to take raw small, if you go down south, they use kadumanga, or you have even pickles used prepared over here. You take a small mango and put that raw mango plucked from the mango tree. If you put it in a concentrated salt solution, that mango will shrink slowly. If you try to put a raw mango in a concentrated salt solution, उसको brine solution भी बोल सकते हैं, तो क्या होगा कि that raw mango, green colored raw mango, will slowly shrink because the water from it will be lost. Now, why that happens? Because it is hypertonic. Barabar? So, another example that they have given is that if you have blood cells, if that is stored in a solution having concentration more than 0.9% m by v, if you try to take blood cells and store it in a solution of 0.9% mass by volume solution, sodium chloride solution, then the cell will shrink. The solvent particles will travel from the cell to 0.9%, more than 0.9% concentration NaCl solution outside. That means lower concentration, cell will have a lower concentration and outside the concentration is high. So in that scenario, the solvent particle will travel from the cell to the solution outside. That is lower to higher. Always remember, lower to higher. Lower concentration to higher concentration. But when you come to hypotonic solution, in hypotonic solution, you put blood cells in a solution having less than 0.9% mass by volume NaCl solution. Again I repeat, if you put blood cells in a solution having concentration less than 0.9% m by v, mass by volume, in that scenario, what will happen? The cell will swell because the solvent particles will travel from the solution. That is less than 0.9% mass by volume solution है. Diluted form of 0.9% m by v. So the solvent particle will travel from that solution to the blood cell. The blood cell will swell. Got the point clear? That's the story. It is like your dried grapes put into the water. From outside, the solvent particle comes inside. But when you put carrot in water, the same story. Same story will repeat. Clear? Now here, dried mango example I said, cell is shrinking in case of hypertonic. Hypertonic matlab, it is more osmotic pressure. Hypotonic means less. Now, we go to the example of reverse osmosis, a small figure so that you understand better. ये salt water, ये fresh water. बराबर? You are applying some pressure. Now, naturally, in our houses, we are using electricity. Water pump is pumping the water, tap water, that is salt water, through the semi-permeable membrane, which is a cellulose acetate. Normally, this all method is used in the desalination of water. No, you know, we are staying in such areas nowadays that the groundwater table has gone down and hence the salinity of the water has increased. As salinity of water has increased, naturally TDS level, barabar, TDS level has gone up. Let's say if you go to western part of Ahmedabad, the TDS level may go to 1500, 1800. Okay, whenever the person who comes to do service of your RO plant, he always measures using a small electronic gadget thermometer. जैसा एक electronic gadget होगा, he measures that TDS. So go and check with that man and ask him what is TDS. What is the full form of TDS? That's a homework for you. Find it out. Google it out because we are online. Okay. So from the salt water goes to the semi-permeable membrane, which is normally a cellulose acetate membrane, and you get a fresh water this side. So reverse osmosis is opposite of osmosis. You can see here it was lower to higher, but down here it is higher to lower, just opposite. So here piston, okay, so osmotic pressure greater than the osmotic pressure is being applied. Barabar, normally it is used to desalinate, that is removal of salt. So if you see the scenario of the world, it is Israel which has got the best economical method or technology to desalinate seawater. Our Honorable Prime Minister, when he had gone to Israel, he had visited Israel's desalination plants. Okay, because they have this technology. If you see throughout the world, it is Israel which has got the best technologies, like drip irrigation is from Israel, desalination technologies from Israel. Even your pen drive, the SanDisk which you are using is from Israel. Motorola, the mobile that you are using is first made there in Israel. So Jews has got lot of contribution towards science. Albert Einstein himself is a Jew. Okay, so that's the story, my dear students, that I have to discuss with you right now. Hope you would have understood. Okay, I am cutting short. We will meet in the next lecture. Bye for now.